And we are back at Up North at 4. So today we are taking some callers, and our first caller is, first up, we have Jake from Rhode Island. Hey, Jake.
Yeah, hi, Agnes, Jeff, and Dan. I love the show. How are you?
Better than we deserve. So Jake, what is your question for us today?
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, because I'm an East Coaster living here in the Midwest, and people aren't used to my bluntness, and it's kind of rubbing some people the wrong way, the way I'm so forward with them, and they think I'm kind of giving them the cold shoulder. So I'm just kind of wondering how I can, assimilate myself to all the Midwesterners out here without completely changing who I am. Thank you, guys. Love the show.
That is a great question, Jake.
Good question,
and we
Jake.
have the right answer for you.
Okay, well, what do you think, Agnes?
So
what should we do?
Oh,
okay. Well, it's tough because, we actually have some East Coasters in our,
We do.
and they can, they can be a little much sometimes. But I think sometimes you just, if you're at an 11, just turn it down to 7 whenever you're talking to the Midwesterners. Don't lose all your edge, but just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like they are very expressive, in their way that they engage with, their personalities are just so.
Assume they're a jerk, and when they're not, that makes you happy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I don't think that.
I think
made
they're
sense
just
at
very
all, actually.
expressive in the way that they talk. They're just
Right.
so
Don't change who you are, but maybe just
tone
turn
it down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's go to the next caller.
Okay.
I think.
All right. So our next caller is Lily from Rhinelander. Hi, Lily.
Hey, Agnes, Dan, and Jeff. How are y'all?
Better than we deserve. So, Lily, what's your question for us today?
Well, girlfriend, let me tell you, I'm kind of a shoe addict. I easily have maybe 300 pairs, and I can't stop buying them. But the problem is, I'm running out of space, and I'm cutting into my savings. What should I do?
Oh, wow. That's like a very
interesting.
relatable question to me.
Okay. Oh, how so is it relatable?
Well, okay, so she's running out of, she's tapping into her, space and then savings.
Right.
So Space, they have a lot of great shoe space saving storages, like on Amazon.
Okay.
Oh,
So she
no,
could definitely
Agnes.
put all her, that's what I have. I have a
You can
bunch.
stack them on top of each other.
Yeah, and then it comes as a closet.
So-
You can, that's a space
Right.
saver. But, she's cutting into her savings. So
Right.
I would say maybe halt a little. Depends what you have in mind.
It's
in
hard
the
to
next
halt.
Yeah, but it also look at your budget, see what you have in the next couple of months, and see if you can put a halt on it.
Yeah,
and,
maybe just cap it at 300.
Or if you have a kid,
Well,
maybe put that kid up for adoption.
I
You
think-
put a new shoe room in the house, so you have extra room.
Oh, that's actually maybe
No,
Yeah, I think-
what? No, Agnes, no. Okay, I think we should go to the next caller. I'm sorry, Lily, we didn't help you too much. All right,
All right,
Agnes.
now we have Christopher from Tomahawk. Hey, Christopher.
Hi, Agnes, Jeff, and Dan. How are you guys?
Better
than we deserve.
So, Christopher from Tomahawk, what is your question for us today?
Well, my coworker is addicted to shoes. That's all she talks about. I'm trying to help her, but she lashes out when I mention that she should stop buying so many shoes. What can I do to help her?
Curious.
I would say buy her more shoes. But her favorite, the Louboutins that she wants.
What shoes are you wearing, by the way?
Oh, I'm just wearing the just ankle boots
So
right
do
now.
you feel like you have coworkers who think you have too many shoes?
I think so, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so
Well, what kind of advice? I don't know, because, see, I'm kind of in that same position. I
Right,
feel
yeah,
like.
you
Maybe
are.
she's like my twin.
Yeah, she might be. So maybe,
Dan?
there's some probably shoe pairs that this person, I don't know who we're talking about, maybe they don't ever wear those pairs of shoes. Maybe it's time to downsize their stockpile.
I mean,
But
donate.
Christopher said that
Yeah.
she lashes out.
Right.
We need to work on the anger management
That's
issues
true.
here, right? And not have shoes be your whole life, just a part of your life, 98%. If we're talking about you.
No,
Well,
no,
he said coworker,
Yeah,
so,
it's a coworker.
but she sounds like my twin.
She could be, yeah.
Christopher, I would just, maybe buy her a pair to,
Okay.
brighten her
Interesting.
day.
Well, I think we got one more caller here, Agnes. Let's go to
All
that
right,
one.
now we have Ethan from
McGuanago.
what he said. Hey, Ethan.
Hey, Agnes, Jeff, and Dan. How are you?
Better than we deserve. So, Ethan, what is your question for us?
So I'm a shoe salesman, and I have this one customer who is just obsessed. She comes in and buys too much, putting it on multiple credit cards. I want to cut her off, but I don't know how to say it without hurting her feelings. Any suggestions?
Multiple
So
credit
that's
cards.
tough.
He wants to cut the person off.
Yeah,
Because she
so
just keeps buying
She
shoes
keeps
all the time.
buying and
Right, he
buying
wants
and
But
to
buying.
isn't
help
it?
her. He wants to
Yeah, he
help
wants to
her.
help her because he's a really good person. But what isn't that good inventory for the store?
Yes.
Well, that's right, but he feels bad for her, it
he
sounds like.
sees the problem.
Right.
But
It's
what
like-
if she just lashes out and tells him to mind his, you know?
But she's working on her lashing out. Remember, we already solved that issue.
But he said something different. He
Well,
has
no,
a
he's-
sales, no,
He's a
client.
salesman.
Yeah,
he's a
client coming
client.
into a shop.
And she keeps buying and he wants to cut her off. You know, it's kind of like at the bar. Like you want to
Yeah.
cut
yeah.
someone off when it's
So
too
he wants
far.
to sell shoes, but he also wants to help this person
And maybe
live their
save on
best
the
life.
credit card budget, right?
Yeah.
What would you do? It's kind of hard.
I would probably have a heart-to-heart with this individual about maybe it's time to cut back on the shoes. But sometimes that individual scares me.
Well, let's ask an individual. How many shoes is too many shoes? What do you
You
think?
know, I don't know if anyone really has a number set on that, like
Right.
a pinpoint on that. Like how
As
many
somebody on
shoes is
TV every day, if you wore the same shoe twice, would that be like bad?
No, I have done that sometimes. It just depends what goes with the outfits. But I try to wear a different pair every day.
I think we'll end it on that. That was a perfect little button for our segment. Thank you to all our callers out there.
Thank you, callers.
I hope
Thank
we
you for
helped
joining us.
All right, we'll be right back.
Better than we deserve. Oh my God, what just happened?